Hey, would you like to double the life of your car? Did you know that over 75% of cars break down due to poor maintenance? Many people think my car has 150,000 miles. It's time to scrap it. However, with the right maintenance, you can drive your car up to 300,000 miles and beyond. It's much easier and cheaper than you think. In this video, I reveal the valuable secrets that mechanics keep, step by step. We also debunk the famous urban myth that turbo engines are ruined. Finally, I share a special tip that even most master drivers don't know, saving them thousands of dollars. Watch the video all the way through. One, never blindly trust the oil change interval. Many people follow the long oil change intervals recommended by the manufacturer. For example, an interval of 10,000 miles or more sounds great. Fewer service visits and less expense, but in the real world, it doesn't work that way. Manufacturers usually set these intervals according to the warranty period so that you won't have problems right after buying the car. Any breakdowns that occur after the warranty expires are your responsibility. So, what do real experienced experts say? Like this video to become a knowledgeable driver. Here is the expert's answer. Change your fully synthetic oil every 5,000 miles or every 6 months to keep your engine free of sludge, your seals free of leaks, and your piston rings clean. This is especially critical for those who are stuck in traffic, are towing trailers, are driving in hot climates, or are driving on dusty roads. What happens if you neglect this? Sand builds up inside the engine and clogs the oil passages, costing you thousands of dollars in engine repairs. Rest assured that a $40, $50 oil change is much cheaper than that. Here's a true story. A customer changed his car's oil every 10,000 miles. By 90,000 miles, the engine was full of sludge, the gaskets were swollen, and the engine was boiling water. Another customer with the same car model changed the oil every 5,000 miles. At 300,000 miles, his engine is still running smoothly. To never forget the interval for changing the transmission fluid. What is the second most expensive component? Of course, it's the transmission. Unlike engine oil, it is not checked at every service visit. Most people only notice transmission fluid issues when shifting becomes stiff or slippery, but by then, it's too late. The truth is this: over time, the transmission fluid overheats and accumulates clutch dust and metal shavings. These particles wear out the gears, so it's best to drain and replace the transmission fluid every 60,000 miles or every 6 years. For hybrid vehicles, you can extend this interval to 90,000 miles, but don't push it any further. Here's a warning. If the transmission has been neglected for years, a complete flush can be risky. This will dislodge debris and make repairs more expensive. Always use manufacturer-approved fluid. For example, Toyota WS for Toyota, Honda uses Honda AFDW1. Using the wrong fluid or the wrong viscosity can result in high costs. 3. Periodically refresh the coolant. Coolant does not last forever. Within 5 years, the chemicals in it become acidic. This corrodes the metal parts inside the engine block. First, the small gaskets will leak, then the water pump will fail. Worst of all, the cylinder head gasket will burn out. What are the symptoms? White smoke, of course. The engine overheats for no reason, a mysterious lack of coolant. All of these issues can result in thousands of dollars in engine repair costs. Change the coolant every 5 years or 50,000 miles, regardless of color or longevity claims. Coolant is cheap, but it can still empty your wallet. Let's discuss in the comments what tricks you use to avoid emptying your wallet and extend your car's life. For change the timing belt on time. What is a timing belt? It ensures that the engine's pistons and valves work in sync. What if it breaks? The pistons will hit the valves, which will ruin the engine. Your car won't give you a warning sign that the timing belt has snapped. It snaps silently. In most vehicles, the timing belt should be replaced every 60,000 to 100,000 miles or every 7 to 10 years. If you want to save money, it's more cost-effective to replace the water pump and tensioners at the same time. 5. Check the spark plugs from time to time. Spark plugs are small but vital. Worn spark plugs reduce fuel efficiency by up to 30% by weakening combustion. The car will misfire, idle rough, and accelerate poorly. Depending on the type, replace spark plugs every 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Iridium spark plugs last longer than copper ones. If the spark plugs are covered with oil or coolant, it could be a sign of a bigger problem, so have them checked immediately. Remember to visit a reliable repair shop. 6. Don't neglect the fuel filter. It is the pump's biggest protector. If dirt, sediment, and rust accumulate, the pump has to work harder. This increases fuel consumption and causes premature breakdown of the pump. Smart car owners don't want this to happen. In most vehicles, older models require a fuel filter change every 30,000 to 60,000 miles, while newer models require one every 100,000 miles. Here's a pro tip: lower the fuel pressure before changing the filter. Pull the pump fuse and run the engine until it stops. Always work in a well-ventilated area. Becoming a master driver is up to you. 7. Change the brake fluid. Over time, brake fluid collects moisture, which lowers its boiling point. This can cause the brakes to feel spongy during sudden braking or even fail completely. New .3 fluid boils at 401 degrees Fahrenheit. Contaminated fluid boils at 284 degrees Fahrenheit. Change the brake fluid every 2 to 3 years. Buy a $20 tester to check the water content. If it exceeds 3%, replace the fluid. 8. Change the differential and transfer case fluid at no cost. These parts transfer engine power to the wheels. Over time, the gears wear out due to friction and the fluid gets dirty. The fluid should be changed every 30,000 to 50,000 miles, especially in four-wheel drive vehicles. Learn how to do it the first time from a pro, then you can easily do it yourself. This reduces the number of trips to the garage. 9. Clean the MAF sensor. The MAF mass airflow sensor regulates the air-fuel ratio of the engine. If it becomes dirty, the engine malfunction light will turn on, and error codes ranging from P0100 to P0104 will appear. The engine will also run rough and fuel economy will decrease. Use only MAF cleaner. Never use carburetor cleaner, as this can damage the engine. Allow it to dry completely after cleaning. This will extend the life of your engine. 10. Replace the PCV valve. The PCV valve releases gases that accumulate inside the engine. If the valve becomes clogged, engine pressure increases and oil may begin to leak. Replace the valve every 30,000 to 50,000 miles. This maintenance is inexpensive. The part only costs about $20 and replacement takes minutes. However, if you don't replace the valve, you'll lose gallons of engine oil. You don't want to ignore that. Bonus tip: keep a maintenance log. You've put in all this effort and done everything regularly. What will you do to make sure you don't forget? Keep a maintenance diary. When was each maintenance task completed? At what mileage was the oil changed? When were the tires rotated? These notes will prevent surprise breakdowns and increase the car's resale value. All you need is a notebook, an Excel file, or a simple mobile app. That's it. These 10 simple habits will help you keep your car running smoothly for years, avoid unexpected breakdowns, and save thousands of dollars. If you like the video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share your secret maintenance tips in the comments below. See you in the next video. Enjoy your drive and keep your wallet full.